section. Getting on to the next part, we have a good question. Yeah, with this we have discussed in the lesson as well that kinetic energy, potential energy, maximum potential energy then converts to kinetic energy again. So the question, let's see what this question has asked. Mass is given as 600 kilograms and mass is 600 kilograms. Now let's use another color. Mass is 600 kilograms. Initial kinetic energy at this point is 160 kilojoules. K is kilo, which means 10 raised to power 3. Joule is the unit of energy. We have to calculate the speed. So kinetic energy is given. We know that the formula is kinetic energy is equals to 1 by 2 mv square. We have to make v the subject. So we'll rearrange the formula. 2 into kinetic energy divided by mass is equals to velocity square. So taking a root on both sides, so velocity would come out to be 2 into kinetic energy over mass. Kinetic energy is given as 160 into 10 raised to power 3 for kilo, and mass is given as 600 kilograms. Putting in the calculator, we'll get an answer of 23 meters per second. Always make sure that you write the answer in this box, as I'm doing it in a bit of a hurry. So I'm not putting the answer in the right boxes. Always put the answer in the right box. Always write the units if not missing. And always make sure all the units are correct. Please keep this in your mind. Moving on to the next part, we have as the car is traveled from A to B, it loses 40 kilojoule of energy due to friction. The car manages to roll over to the crust and will calculate the height. First of all, and most importantly, loss of energy is 40 kilojoule. Initial kinetic energy was 160 kilojoule. So first we'll find out the difference of it. So we'll have 80 kilojoules of energy now because rest of the energy has been wasted in the form of thermal energy. So while using this, we'll use this 80 kilojoules. Again, the formula would be the same, uh, which is mgh is equals to 1 by 2 mv square. As I'm using this formula because I already have subtracted the frictional effect from it. So always keep this in mind. If frictional effects are mentioned now, we have a formula. Loss of potential energy is equals to gain of kinetic energy plus work done against friction. So mgh is equals to 1 by 2 mv square plus mgh. Sorry, ft. Work done against friction. Sorry. Out of excitement or to complete the worksheet fastly. Okay. So now putting this m again gets cancelled. Let's raise this all part. This is not necessary. This is only confusing. Just keep this in your mind that we have discussed it when friction effects are mentioned. So getting back to it, mass gains cancel. We have to find the height. So that would be equals to 1 by 2 into g v square. V is given as we have found in the previous was 23 meters per second. So 23 square over 2 into 10. We'll get the height as, or we can do another thing. We could simply go as 80 joules is equals to mgh and 80 kilojoules, sorry, divided by mass, which is 600 and g, which is 10. Let's check the answer from both perspective that 23 square over 20 is giving us 26 and 80 exponent 3, which seems more right. This seems more right because we have to get with this thing. I think so. This is more right. Mass is given as 600 times 10 will get 13. One, oh, we have made a big mistake from here. It was 160 joule. Oh. Let's go back. Let's delete everything. Oh, it's a waste of time. 160 kilojoules minus 40 kilojoule will give us 120 kilojoules. So the mistake started from here. This is fine up to 23 meter per second. It's correct. Only this part is we have made a little bit of a mistake here. 10 raised to power is 3 over mass is given as 600. So we'll get 20. So I'll go with this formula. Uh, uh, 120 kilojoule is equals to mgh. This is the energy, kinetic energy, and divided by mg. Don't forget that it's in kilojoule. So the height would come out to be 20 meters. Getting on to the next part, we have at C, this point, car is slowed by a shallow tank of water and the kinetic energy of the car is reduced to zero. Make three suggestions what happened to this kinetic energy. We have done this question previously in the cement part. That the energy would be converted into kinetic energy could be converted into kinetic energy of the water, potential energy of the water, sound, heat friction, and so whatever comes to your mind, what could justify the conveying of this energy into the other part. So I'll come back with more questions regarding work energy and power so that we could get a good grip on these questions in the next video. So stay tuned, subscribe the channel, press bell icon. See you soon, inshallah. Bye.